the regionals in Malmö, Sweden. This is Veldrin on the Galactic Holonet, and you're watching the semi-final between second placed Mårten and third placed Tommy Böja. We had 30 players, and that meant we played 5 rounds of Swiss, and then a cut to the top 4 players. Each game was 75 minutes long, as mandated by FFG in the new tournament rules. And, well, we had a blast, and let's see if we can enjoy this semi-final as well. Mårten on the left, he's flying Soontir with Push the Limit, Royal Guard tie, hull upgrade, and Autothrusters. And he's also got Rear Admiral Chiraneau, or Chirpy as we say, who's got Predator, Ysanne Isard, Gunner, Rebel Captive, and Engine upgrade. Tommy on the right is flying Chewbacca with Predator, C-3PO, Gunner, and the Millennium Falcon title. He's also got Airen Cracken with Veteran Instincts and 2 Tala Squadron pilots. Both players went 4-1 in the Swiss rounds. They're both good players. I've played them both. I've met Tommy once in the regional in Copenhagen last year, and I managed to pull off a win with 1 measly point, so a minor victory for me there. I've also played Mårten. I've played him several times since we play in the same local group, and last time we met was in the store championship. We had a small store championship, just 8 players, and we were both 2-0 after 2 rounds, and we met in the 3rd round, which more or less became the final. And he flew this exact same squad that he's flying now, and I flew a patrol leader with Vader crew and 3 scimitars with proximity mines, and I managed to win 100-0 because he couldn't take down my decimator quick enough, so Vader crew made sure to work out a Soontir there, and that's Soontir's one real big weakness, but in this matchup there is nothing that scares Soontir, so we'll see what Mårten can do here. It's also worth mentioning that Mårten won the Nordic Championships in 2013 and got a trip to Worlds 2013 as the first prize there, and he placed 17th, which means he missed the cut by 1 spot. So yeah, Mårten's a pretty good player here, but Tommy will probably give him a good match. Chewbacca can take a beating. Okay, let's see. Tommy is moving up slow here, trying to figure out how to cut off Soontir to avoid having him getting in behind. At the same time, it probably wants the enemy decimator into the asteroid field here to make his maneuvers a bit trickier. And Mårten is probably moving up Soontir as fast as he can here to try to get around, and then hopefully picking off 1 C at a time here, if he can, staying at range 3 with Chirpy. So if Chewbacca can cut in quickly to make sure he's got range on Chirpy, Chewbacca's probably gonna hurt him pretty good. One important thing to remember here is that let's see, Chiraneau's got engine upgrade, so he's moving after all the enemy except Airen Cracken, which he doesn't really care that much about. So if he knows he can get out of arc, he will boost out of arc to make sure he doesn't take any unnecessary shots, because he has very low agility. So Tommy is turning his Z95s to the right, hoping to catch Soontir in arc here perhaps, or at least making it difficult for Soontir to get in front of him. Chewbacca banks 1 right and evades. And let's see, Chiraneau does a straight 1 maneuver, trying to stay out of range. And let's see, he's probably gonna checking for target lock. No. And no target lock there either. So I'm predicting a 1 left boost here, so he's got range on the Z95s while not taking any damage, any fire at all. Well, no, he's just boosting straight. Okay, might work as well. We'll see if he's in range of Chewbacca there. And Soontir does a 3 straight. Might be an arc, but there won't be any range to the Z's. So we'll see if he's doing any actions here. He's boosting in toward. Exchanging fire at range 3 is something that's pretty safe when you're Soontir fell with Autothrusters. And he's pushing the limit here, evade, and then gets the focus from the stress. And Airen Cracken, 3 hard turns right, helping his fellow Z's there. Okay, so let's see. Airen Cracken shoots first, but he has no range. And that means he can't give away his free action. And Soontir's got a range 3 on the closest C95. So let's see what he can come up with. Well, double checking for the second one perhaps. I believe it's the first one, the topmost. Okay, so it's 3 versus 3. Let's see who's got the hottest dice here. The hotter dice. Yeah, the topmost C. Oh, he's rolling out of screen. Let's see. Oh, I think we can figure out what he got. Nothing? Yeah, Tommy's not removing anything, so he whiffed. Okay, checking range with Chirpy. Just shooting again, and same thing, 3 versus 3. And that's 2 hits. Oh, I think he's shooting at Cracken here. Predator. Still just 2. And spending the focus for 3 mates. Gunner. And Predator. 2 hits or hidden a crit. And looks like he had to take 1 shield off of Cracken. So let's see. Chewbacca then. Range 3 on Chiraneau. So 3 versus 1. Nothing. He's got Predator, so he can reroll 1. And 1 hit. And 1 shield off of Chirpy. So we're going back to dials, and we've lost 1 shield on each side here after the first exchange. So let's see. Mårten is probably trying to get Soontir away here, down toward the other side of the board. And he'll probably turn Chiraneau's, well, he'll probably just keep going straight, maybe a bank and then a boost if he can get behind the Z's. And hoping Chewbacca doesn't bump him. He can't really go left because he'll, well, he could just run over the rock maybe. And Chewbacca should probably do a 2 bank to the right here. 3 bank maybe. And the Z's will probably just go 1 forward or bank 1 left here. Depends if he wants to target the decimator or chase Soontir. I think he should target the decimator, so maybe 2 turns to the left. Try to get at least 2 of the C's shooting at the decimator. We'll see.
Well, he gets a stress, but it's not mandatory.
Okay, let's see. So he's 2 turning to the left, yeah. Trying to get as many shots off as possible on the decimator. Probably hoping that the decimator will turn left, or maybe he'll move in Chewie to bump him in front of all those C's. We'll see. No, he's banking to the left. Okay. So we'll see if he can clear the rock here now. He clears the stress from Rebel Captain, but no, he lands on the rock. That's... oh, and he lost the shield as well. That's not what Tommy wanted. He's shaking his head here in despair. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what Rear Admiral Chiraneau does here. That will decide a lot. So he's banking 1 to the right, and oh, since Chewie did not go right, there is no room for the Rear Admiral to boost 1 straight, and then Cracken will probably bump into him. So he will probably take 0 shots this turn. And you can just pick off, well, one of the Z's or Chewie. So yeah, that was a fortuitous turn of events for Mårten. Soontir is just doing a 2 straight. Okay. That means he can boost to shoot at Cracken, or barrel roll boost, or just stay put. We'll see if he might have that top Z95 in arc. Will be tricky to see here. We'll need someone to decide later. Yeah, he decides to focus evade and then get a second focus from the stress token from push the limit there. And Cracken does also a hard 2, yeah, so he's going to bump Chiraneau there, which means, well, at least he's got a shot at Turtle Soontir, so it probably won't matter. But he can shoot, which means he can give his action away, so one of the Z's might, if they're in range, we'll see. So 1 hit from Cracken and easily evaded by Soontir fell. That Imperial ace that he is. Okay, here comes the laser. Let's see if Fell has arc on the topmost Z95. I'm not really sure what they determined there, but I think they're calling him out of arc, so I guess he's shooting at Cracken here. We'll see. So that's 1 hit, 2 with a focus, 3 evade, or 3 green die, which means it was Cracken. So Cracken loses a shield. It looks like they forgot to give Cracken's free action away, or it was out of range. So Chiraneau is shooting at the topmost Tala Squadron here. Let's see. Predator and Chirpy's ability, so 3 hits and a crit. And 2 evades. So that means 1 shield, 2 shields from that topmost Z95 there. So we're back to dials, and Chewie is dying to get off that rock. And Chiraneau is probably just going to go forward, trying to stay in range of the C95s to take 1 more off the board. And Fell is just going to come around here, hard 2 to the right, 2 bank to the right. I think Mårten is probably pretty happy with his positioning here, and Tommy is not happy since he couldn't take a shot with Chewbacca at all. So the C95 hard turns to the left there, as does the other one, and it looks like he clears the rock. Trying to come around here, so next turn they might get a shot at Chiraneau, or maybe even this if Chiraneau goes to the right. Oh, he did pass the rock, and he looks like he rolled a crit, and I guess it's a minor explosion. So it looks like he only got 1 hit there, but that was unlucky. Chewbacca goes to the left there. I think he is betting on that Chiraneau turns to the right here to not get in Soontir's way. So he'll hopefully have shots with Chewie and perhaps 1 or 2 of his Z's as well. We'll see what Mårten does when it's what he's doing here now. Okay, so we need to remove the Cracken here. Let's see where Chirpy takes off to. Yeah, he's hard turning to the left here, so the Z95s won't have a shot. Perhaps if Cracken K turns, but Cracken will... Well, he will get to shoot first if he does, but yeah, I don't think Mårten minds, because Cracken will probably go down if he does that, without any actions. Chewbacca might still be out of range, so might not see any shots from Chewbacca this turn either. So we'll see what Soontir does. So let's see, okay, he target locks Cracken with Chiraneau first, because I guess he's thinking that Cracken is K-turning here. And then it's Soontir. And he's doing a hard to the right, which means he will have perfect position to shoot at the damaged C95 there in the top, or the one without focus. And he might even block Cracken's K-turn if he's trying to. No, he's banking to the right there. Okay, so he's gonna bump Soontir, which means he won't get an action, he won't have any target, so he can't give the free action away. And Chiraneau is gonna light him up and take him off the board for sure. And then probably Soontir is gonna kill the other C95 as well, so it looks really grim for Tommy here. So it's probably range 2, well, range 1, he's rolling 4 dice. And that's spending a focus for 3 hits. And 1 evade, which is enough to kill the headhunter. So 1 ship down for Tommy, and he's probably going to lose Cracken here as well. So 4 dice. 2 focus. So he's using the target lock to reroll all of them. And then chirp his ability, so that's 2 hits and a crit. And 1 evade, so 1 hit and 1 crit, and that means Cracken is down as well. And no range for Chewbacca there, and no shot from the Tala Squadron. So dials, and this is looking rather difficult for Tommy to come back here. He's gonna turn Chewbacca to the left, or maybe to the right, because Chiraneau is going to be coming that way eventually. Soontir is just going to tail that Tala, so Tommy might just K-turn it and hope it survives, because it still has 2 shields, and maybe get lucky shooting back if Soontir gets within range 2, so he can't use Autothrusters. But no, I can't really see how Tommy's going to pull this one off here. Maybe if he gets lucky with Chewbacca and Soontir, and then he can trade shots with Chiraneau at range 3. We'll see. Never say never. Okay, the Tala goes 3 hard to the right, trying to stay alive so he can take a focus, might survive the incoming fire from the Baron here. Chewbacca also turns to the right, yeah, playing the long game, taking the ship around, and hoping he'll survive Soontir's fire. Chiraneau is doing a hard 2 to the left, coming around here. He might even boost to get quicker around that top big asteroid there. Yep, he does a forward 1 boost, so he'll be set for next turn. And Soontir clears the stress with a straightforward, is it a 2? Yeah. Wants to stay out of range from Chewbacca and still be able to shoot at the Z95 there. And I would say he managed that perfectly.
No, but I was thinking about Chewbacca and Chewbacca. It's a close situation. I actually bumped the shit
Okay, so it's range 2. 3 versus 2 here. Let's see what Soontir can do. Looks like 2 hits, maybe a hit and a crit. And 1 evade. So 1 shield from the C95, and then we are back at dials.
I should know by now, but I didn't know. For too long.
Okay, the C95 goes 4 forward here. Just skirting outside that debris field, looks like, missing it. And trying to get as far away from Soontir as possible, so if Soontir wants to take a shot, he needs to be in range of Chewbacca. So Chewbacca's doing a 1 bank to the right there. Coming along, playing the long game. Chewbacca is still unhurt, so takes a focus there in case he gets a shot at Soontir. Chirpy does a 3 hard to the left, just staying away from the asteroid. And if he does a boost here, right forward, he'll probably have a shot at the Tala. We'll see.
My hands are so sweaty.
Soontir again does a green maneuver, clears the stress. Looks like a straight 2 again there, just want to stay as far away as possible from Chewie, avoiding fire if possible. And we'll see if he got the range here on the Z95 without taking any fire back. And he turtles up in case he's going to take fire from Chewie. And that means range 3 on the Tala. That's 2 hits, spending a focus, and 3 green dice, or 1 evade and no focus. So 1 hit means that the Tala has 1 hit point left. So let's see if Chiraneau can finish him off here. Looks like 2 hits, Predator. So he needs 2 evades, and he gets 2 evades. So the Tala lives, and then it's Gunner for looks like a total of 3 hits there after Predator, and nothing, well, a focus, so 2 hits or a hit and a crit or whatever, and the last Tala blows up. Okay, let's see if Chewie has range here. Looks like they do, but it's through a debris field there. So that's, 2 hits and a crit, and 2 evades. Thinking about spending the evade or taking 1 hit since Chewie's got Gunner. He spends the evade. Here comes Gunner. And 3 more hits, and using the focus for 2 evades. And 1 damage to Soontir, who's got a hull upgrade, so he still has 3 health left.
I don't remember. It was some Christopher douchebag.
You're used to it.
I'm used to it, but not at 128 people, and that's what
How many were you in the UK national flag?
So Chewie does a 3 bank to the right there. Focusing. He really needs to hurt someone here. He needs to get through Fells, Autothrusters, and 3 evade dice, and it will be tricky. Because now Chiraneau is coming in and they're going to exchange broadsides here, and well, the crit doesn't matter because Chewie ignores it, but like taking 3 hits every turn, maybe even 4 this one, and Chewie will go down quickly as well. And Soontir moves in, 2 banks to the right, clears the stress, and will have a range 3 shot at Chewie, I guess, unless he boosts. No, he turtles up, you know, if in case Chewie goes for him. So looks like range 3 there. So 3 versus 2 then. And that's 3 hits. And here's Chewie's evade. 1, 2 evades. So 1 shield off of Chewie there. And then Chiraneau, 4 dice, Predator. And his ability, so 2 hit and a crit. And Chewie gets nothing, so 3 more shields off of Chewie, and now Chewie fires back.
But then again, that's only for a week of advertising, not even a week of advertising, a week of Facebook.
So range 3. Yeah.
So he's shooting at Soontir here, because if he can take him down, he might have a shot here. So 2 hits, and well, he evades them all, and gunner, and 3 hits with the focus. And again, 1, 2 evades, and Autothrusters. Yeah, so he's safe. And back to dials here. The only way Chewie could pull this up if he would have been able to bump Chiraneau here, so that he only takes fire from Soontir and can fire back at Soontir, and just hoping he's going to get lucky here. But since they passed each other here, there's like no real way for Chewie to actually pull this one off here. So let's see, Chewie just went forward, picked an evade, and Chiraneau is going to bump Soontir and probably end up on the debris field there. Okay, let's see if he takes any damage. No, what a hit, and you need a crit to have a result from the debris fields there. And then Soontir is doing a 3 straight there, clearing the stress. Getting past Chiraneau, and he could just be happy there. Just make sure Chewie can't get to him, or he will boost to be able to shoot at Chewie. We'll see what he decides to do. Yeah, he just I don't know, he turtles up for no reason. He could, well, if he gets it, he could, yeah. And that means Chiraneau shoots, because Soontir has no arc there. So 1 hit, and using the target lock, 2 hits.
Just announce. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Target lock. Alright. Cool. I'm just rolling.
Range 3, I guess, there, and nothing. But he spent the evade and takes some damage to Chewie there. Okay, Chewbacca, range 3 on Fell. Predator for 2 hits and 2 evades. Gunner, 2 hits. Predator, 2 hits, and plenty of evades. Chewie moves 1 bank to the right and takes an evade. Chiraneau 2 banks to the left, clears the stress, coming around for another pass next turn. And I'm guessing Soontir is doing a hard right here, 2 to the right. Thinking about the action for Chiraneau first though. He focus, it was a booster, doesn't matter. And yep, Soontir does a hard 2 to the right there. Might be in range 3 there of Chewie, just what he wants, because he got 3 versus 2 then, and Chewie's return fire will be very lucky if he gets through that Soontir. So yeah, range 3 here. And that's 1 hit and 2 focus, so spends a focus for 3 hits. Calling 3 go as well, so 1, 2 evade, and nothing. Chewie fires back, and Predator, and well, nothing. Gunner, looks like 2 hits, and focus, and Autothrusters saves the day easily there. Okay, so if I would be Tommy here, the only chance would be to get close into Chirpy and bouncing him or bumping him, but by doing that, he will probably have at least one round of shooting from both of the enemy ships, and there's no way Chewie's going to pull this through here. So he just one banks to the right there. And Chiraneau does a hard 2 to the left there, cutting in between those two big asteroids. They're kind of fun now with the new obstacle rules, that you can have your own 3, so you could have multiple of the same. And then a straight boost to get in range, and maybe even in range 2, so he can use his ability to get a free focus into a crit or a hit, since it's Chewie. 2 bank to the right, clearing stress with Soontir, and both of his ships have shots on Chewie this time, so Chewie might not be alive for much longer. Okay, so it looks like range 2 through an asteroid, so 3 versus 2, and it's spending a focus, so 2 hits and a crit, or 3 hits since it's Chewie. And thinking about 3PO here, and I'm not quite sure what he's going to call, but we'll see. So let's see, it was range 3 as well, so 1, 2, 1 hit. So I guess it's saving 3PO here. Won't matter much, as it's range 2 from Chiraneau here with his ability. And that looks like Predator, and then using his ability. So 3 goes through, losing 0, which means he takes 2 more damage. I think Chewie's at 6, maybe 5 damage now. Tommy deciding on targets here, but it's tricky. I mean, he could get lucky on Soontir, but so yeah, he's going back at Soontir here, hoping Mårten will blank. So 1, 2, Predator, 3 hits, and that's like, oh my god, too many evades. So Gunner, and that's Predator for 2 hits, and Autothrusters, and he had a token as well, so there's just no way getting through this Autothruster Soontir today. Okay, so I'm guessing he needs to bump Chiraneau this turn, but he'll hard turn to the right here with Chewie, and Chiraneau will probably also hard turn and avoid the bump, but you need to take a chance here. If he goes 2 bank to the right, 3 bank to the right with Chewie, he might bump, and then Mårten might go 2 to the left with Chiraneau instead, and you never know. We'll see. So yeah, he does a 2 hard turn with Chewie, hoping to get the bump here, so he only can take fire from Soontir. And let's see, I think he took a focus with Chewie. And yeah, he hard turned 2 to the right to avoid the bump. So he could have gambled and made a bank with Chewie instead. It's like, I know that you know that I know that you know if you do this. So could have gone either way. So it's going to be 4 dice with target lock and Chiraneau's ability. So this might just be the last turn for poor Chewie here. And Soontir goes in for the kill as well here. 2 straight, clears the stress, turtles up, and has a range 1 shot. So it's 4 versus 1 here, and then 4 versus 1 again. So yeah, it looks like 3 solid hits. I guess he's trying to figure out if he can survive this in any way. So I guess he needs to call 1 and roll 1. So I guess he evades. It takes 1 damage, and then it's Chiraneau, Predator, Chiraneau's ability, and that's game. Well played both guys. Getting here was not an easy task. 5 rounds of Swiss to place top 4. So we'll see Mårten in the final, and I hope you'll be back for that. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. And looking forward to seeing you in the finals.